Okay, so here we go. Let's start again. So first day of streaming, and we started streaming and it failed. Well, it streamed for about half an hour and then there was an error, but it looked like it was still streaming. And so I carried on, and then we get to a break and I find that it didn't work. So got half an hour of the stream. Now then I started again just now and I find that my microphone was off. I've done this before. I did this before when I did a few videos beginning of last year, I think. I did a video and I didn't record the sound, and then I did a video and the sound was rubbish, and then I did it again and it was, and so what I wanted to do, the reason I wanted to try streaming was because like, we'll just do it, put it out there, don't have to edit it, or at least don't have to worry too much about it. And then at the same time, we can edit those down into separate episodes or separate little videos if we want to. So anyway, so I think everything's working, and I think my microphone's on, and I think we're okay at the moment, but it's very difficult to check. One way of checking is I can actually go into, I hate doing this. Yep. Okay, there we go. Okay, so what we wanted to look at was we wanted to look at deployment. Well, actually, what I promised some colleagues that I would look at and create a video on is deployment of Azure landing zones. And so we talked a little bit about the fact that this used to be called enterprise scale, and enterprise scale is, well, this used to be called enterprise scale, and then there was enterprise scale for small businesses. And there are a number of different reference deployments for this. So we had Contoso, which was the full deployment, and then we had Tray Research and Wingtip and EventuWorks, which were separate deployments for different types of organizations. There seems to be a move towards just calling this landing zones rather than calling it enterprise landing zones. So what we've done is we've deployed this using the landing zone accelerator, which is available in the Azure portal. And then what we're going to do is I want to look at how to use Bicep. So we'll look at Bicep and Terraform. Those are the two because I need to spend more time looking at those and automating deployments. And I like Bicep because it's a Microsoft technology and it's always updated, but there are times that I need to do multi-cloud deployments. So deployments which include Azure, but also include other cloud providers. So Terraform might be good. As part of this deployment, we've deployed AZ Ops into GitHub, and that we're going to look at where if we change something in Azure GitHub, we can, well, we change something in GitHub, it will deploy into our Azure environment. So CI/CD pipeline. And then sometime I want to look at AD Connect, which is our sort of identity Azure Active